Third, this is Stratton. Welcome to the Wrestling Time Pro Show. It is Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, and tonight I'll be talking about SummerSlam Night 1, but I'm not alone. Joining me for this review is none other than Michael 11591.
How you doing, Tilla? Thank you for having me on again. Always a joy to do these.
Yeah, always a pleasure having you on the show. All right, so let's kick things off talking about the main event of tonight's SummerSlam. Of night 1, I should say. So as you know, this is the first ever 2-night SummerSlam.
Yes.
And the main event was Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. Now, I thought this was a really great main event.
I thought so too. I thought this was the best match of the night.
Yeah, this was a fantastic main event. Like, that first chop that Gunther gave to CM Punk, like, you could tell, like, oh, he felt that one.
I always love when Gunther does his chops. You know, it echoes throughout the arena or a stadium.
Right? So, CM Punk, apparently he was playing homage to the Thing from the Fantastic Four.
I like that.
I caught the color scheme of the Fantastic Four, but I didn't realize it was the Thing.
I even knew it was the Thing.
I didn't realize it was a thing. But anywho, this was a great match. Huh?
I say you gotta watch Fantastic Four now.
I think I've seen the 2005 version.
Which is fun.
So this was a great match. Gunther got busted open during this match.
I think his nose hit the commentary table.
It's like the first time I see Gunther get busted open, honestly.
And it added to the match here.
It definitely did. Now, it takes 2 GTSs for Gunther to go down. Because the first one, he still stayed standing. And CM Punk was victorious. I mean, look at the tears on his face. Like, he was so happy.
And we all know where that is going to be headed.
Well, actually, I was kind of like, are they going to do it? Is they really going to do it? I kept waiting for it. I'm like, okay, this is taking too long. I'm like, it's going to happen. Then at the end of the match, Seth Rollins comes out. And I have to say, like, when he initially came out in crutches. So I was like, okay, maybe he's reminding Punk that he's Money in the Bank.
I was like, no.
But then as he turns around, homie is like, I can walk.
That was a nice shot where, like, he turns around, drops the crutches on both sides. I thought that was good camera shot of that.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure somewhere Drew McIntyre was laughing in the back.
Of course.
Yes. But Seth Rollins cashes in and he beats CM Punk for the world title. Now you remember Seth Rollins said that he wanted to make sure CM Punk was not world champion, and he ensured of that.
He stuck to his words.
He did. I have to say, like, this whole Seth Rollins injury angle, like, really, they did a really great job of keeping it hush hush.
I knew it was a work.
You knew it was a work? I didn't think, at first I kind of didn't think it was a work because it's the way the match ended, you know, with LA Knight. Yeah. But hey, mad props, they got me.
Yeah, and after the show went off the air, it went to like the post show. You saw Seth Rollins on the stage, and he did like what he did 10 years ago at WrestleMania 31, where he ended up swinging the title like that.
Oh yeah,
he did it once again tonight, 10 years later.
Cool.
And I thought it was a very good match, though.
Yeah, this is.
And the only reason why I think Gunther, I think he's being written off because I think he has to have like a nose surgery. Like there's something wrong, like with his nose. been in the reports. It's been in the news.
That sounds terrible. Not being able to breathe through the nose.
Yeah, apparently he has to have like nose fixture or something like that.
Oh my god, poor Gunther.
Yeah, dealing with a nose injury.
Yeah. But I don't know if you saw on Twitter, Matt Hardy said that Jeff Hardy was finally avenged. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy after he just survived the ladder match against Edge.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm sure somewhere, like I said, Drew McIntyre was probably laughing at Punk, and Jeff Hardy was like happy.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm very curious to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw.
Which I will be there.
Yeah, have fun.
I will. Looking forward to what they're going to deliver for Raw after SummerSlam, because it's the second Raw after SummerSlam that I'm attending.
Cool.
Yeah, the first time I attended was 2017, Raw after SummerSlam 2017, and that was a fun show where you had like beach balls running wild. It was like beach ball mania there.
Huh, nice. All right, so SummerSlam Night 1 kicked off with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson. I have to say, Roman Reigns really like that dive that he did to the outside. I was like, holy shit! I don't think I've seen Roman never do that. You know?
Yeah, that was the first time I ever seen him do that. Usually, he jumps over the top rope.
Yeah, he does. So this was great, honestly. Like, I really like the fact that Roman and Jey worked really well together. Like, he took that spear for Jey Uso.
Yeah, that was great.
It was. However, even though Jey Uso and Roman Reigns were victorious, I disagree. I think that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed needed the win more than Jey and Roman here.
I agree as well. I think that they should have deserved the win.
They did, and you could have had Roman lose without him taking the pin. You could have had Jey Uso take the pin.
But it would have made sense if a lot of people were like, oh well, if Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed won the match, then what was the point of Roman Reigns coming back just to lose a match?
But you know what? I kind of knew that they were going to win after Bronson Reed stole Roman's shoes on Raw, and they were standing tall. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But overall, this was a great opening match. Honestly,
I thought this was a good match to open the show. I think this was I would say the first best match of the night. Punk and Gunther was the last best match of the night. So this was a hot opening to the show.
It was.
And apparently there's this video where you see Bronson Reed possibly injured.
You mean Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker, yeah, Braun Breaker, possibly injured.
Hopefully not.
And I thought that when I saw that video, I'm like, all right, this faction's going to be dead because
it's understandable because we didn't know Seth Rollins was coming back.
Yeah, but apparently that wasn't the case.
Yeah. So next we get the women's tag title match: Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. You know what? I dug this match. I kind of dug this match.
This was one of the lesser matches that I was looking forward to. I'm like, I don't care about it. But, surprisingly, it was a decent match. I wouldn't call it a great match by any means, though, but I thought it was decent.
I kind of thought that Charlotte and Alexa were going to lose after Alexa Bliss accidentally hit Charlotte. I was like, oh, that's over for them. But no, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte ended up victorious after Charlotte hit Raquel with the boot and Alexa Bliss hit Roxanne with the Sister Abigail. So they definitely gave the belts. I thought, I wouldn't have mind if Judgment Day retained because they were obviously telling a story with Alexa and Charlotte here.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't mind Alexa Bliss and Charlotte winning here.
I'm like, nah. But I think we might get, hopefully, Liv Morgan returning on Monday Night Raw.
Maybe.
So they're trying to keep it, a trying to keep it a secret there. But who knows? Maybe Liv returns this Monday and we finally start the feud between her and Roxanne Perez.
Maybe. Next, we get Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. This is a match I did not really care for.
Yeah.
I felt like, how can I say this? This match definitely needed a stipulation.
I agree. It would have made the match a whole lot better than what we got.
And to me, it was just kind of like, what's the point of this feud?
You know what would have made this better? If they had a stipulation and they moved this match to night 2, because night 2 there's a whole lot of stipulation matches.
Oh yeah, this match just needed the extra oof, and it didn't have it. Now, I think you know how during this match Scarlett handed Sami that metal bar.
Yeah.
I think that if Sami would have used it, it would have at least added something to this match.
Yeah, but, if he used it, he would turn to the dark side. He would go heel, and then the match would have went to a disqualification.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't mind if it went to a disqualification, because
same here.
Kross needs a win.
Exactly. And the fact that he didn't win here is kind of telling, because didn't Sami win at Night of Champions?
Yes.
So you would have thought Karrion Kross would have gotten the win here, but the fact that he didn't, I think says a lot.
And I think this signifies this as Kross's swan song, because I think he is done with WWE. I think he did not sign because he did not re-sign with WWE because there was no news that came out. I think he's done after this match, and I think maybe he goes either to AEW or TNA.
I would have thought that. How can I say this? No, let me rephrase what I was going to say. I would be really surprised if Karrion Kross re-signed after this, especially because he did lose this match. Karrion Kross should have won this match, and this match definitely should have had a stipulation to it.
I agree.
But I didn't really care for this match. No disrespect to Sami Zayn. He's a really good wrestler, and no disrespect to Karrion Kross. He's not a bad wrestler, but his booking hasn't helped him. And I just got tired of this feud. I
think Kross really needed the win here.
Yeah, he really needed the win. And unfortunately, like I said, I think it's very telling that he didn't get the win.
And it sucks because he's over.
Yeah. So next week, the women's title match is Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. I have to say, this match was rather short, but I think it needed to be short.
I commented under follow that I follow on X, and I was like, this match was boring and predictable, and I got a lot of flack from it. I just did not care about this match because in the outcome, I knew that Tiffany Stratton was going to win. I predicted Tiffany Stratton was going to win. I didn't have Jade. I didn't have my prediction of Jade winning.
Yeah, I predicted Tiffany as well. I didn't think Jade was going to win here either. I will say Jade has improved a lot. She's improved massively.
She still needs a little more improvement.
Yeah, she still needs a little bit more.
This is what happens when you don't send her to NXT and you send her straight to the main roster. In NXT, she would evolve a whole lot more to get better.
Mm-hmm. But, it's still Tiffy time. It's still Tiffy time. I think Jade Cargill's time will come. If she's going to go after singles still, I think she should go after either the U.S. title or the Intercontinental title before she once again moves into the main title scene again.
I like to see her go up against Naomi.
Yeah. And I think that Jade would have definitely won. I think we would have had the CM Punk situation in this match had Naomi cashed in on Jade.
Yeah.
She definitely would have won and Naomi would have cashed in on her.
I could see that happening.
Yeah. All right. So last but certainly not least, you had Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Okay.
Surprisingly, I thought this was entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad match.
Jelly Roll put up a decent fight, but towards like as we got further into the match, I'm like, Jelly Roll, I don't know.
I'm more surprised at the fact that Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul won this because I did not think that was going to be the case.
I really did like the spot where Logan Paul was on the top. He was doing the prime like Stone Cold, and then he jumped off and landed a frog splash onto Jelly Roll on the commentary table.
Yeah, that was probably like the best spot in the whole match.
Yeah,
so.
And there was little instances where I thought Randy Orton would turn heel in this match. With the bickering back and forth him and Jelly Roll had, I'm like, oh, okay, is Orton going to turn on Jelly Roll and have Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul win it? But we did not get that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were speculating that Orton was going to turn heel.
Yeah. All right, and I guess that's it. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about or mention.
What do you think of the match?
For me, honestly, it was an okay match. Honestly, like it was what it was. This was not going to be a 5-star classic.
I agree.
But it was a decent match. Jelly Roll, he did a decent job.
Yeah, but as the match progressed, I'm like, okay, after this, I don't want to see Jelly Roll back in the WWE ring. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he could do a singles match.
This was just a one and done.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so is there anything else you want to talk about, or that's it? That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So on a scale from a 1 to Sean Spears' perfect 10, what would you rank night 1 of SummerSlam?
4 out of 10.
A 4? Why are you so low?
I don't know. Just there are some things about the show that were just in my opinion. I thought it was a very middle of the road show. I think that WWE is saving the best matches for night 2 for tomorrow night. So I have a sense that night 2 is going to be a whole lot better than tonight's night 1.
I feel like I definitely do agree with you. Night 2 is probably going to blow night 1 out of the water, just because night 2 has all the stipulations except for Styles versus Dom. I think that's like the only non-stipulation match.
Yeah, it just kind of reminded me like night 1. It just kind of felt like how night 1 of WrestleMania was this year.
Yeah, so an open grade and an ended grade, but the match, like the one match I truly didn't care about was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I think if you take this match out and maybe the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany, if you replace that with a different match, I think this night 1 would have been a little bit more stronger. But definitely take out Sami versus Karrion Kross.
And more better.
Yeah.
That Sami Zayn Karrion Kross thing you could have on a random SmackDown.
Honestly, yeah, you could have had this on Raw, and you could have put the U.S. title on here for the women's U.S. title.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just felt that Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, it felt more like a match that you would see in Saudi.
Mm-hmm. I think also putting the order of the matches would have helped too. I think that if you would have put Randy and Jelly Roll versus Drew and Logan Paul second, and maybe put the women's tag match second to last, it probably would have also made it for a stronger card.
Yeah, because with Roman Reigns there, that he'll probably start the show or end the show.
Yeah, so definitely placement of the matches matters, honestly.
I mean, I would have booked it a lot better though.
Yeah. Alrighty, Michael. So where can people find you?
Well, you guys can find me on my channel here, Michael101591. I do WWE reviews, Monday Night Raw every Monday, SmackDown every Friday. I do movie reviews, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K updates. I have old school commercials on my channel. I have a podcast that I do called the Bell Call Podcast with my buddy Noah Kaser. So if you guys like what you see, hop on over to my channel and give me a subscribe. And Dattila pops up from time to time on my channel as well. So if you like what you see from Dattila here, come on over to my channel and subscribe.
You can follow me on Twitter at @still_. Talk things wrestling and Power Rangers. I'm trying to get back to my old schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, occasional Saturdays and Sundays. Right now, I am taking a break from reviewing TNA Impact, but make sure you do still tune in to the TNA Impact review every week on Body Slam. But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. For the continued support, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you can notify whenever I go live or release a new video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for night 2. Bye.
Yeah.